I wasn't looking to write a book. Honestly, I didn't think I had the strength to go back and relive some of the hardest moments or seasons of my life. But there came a time where I felt like keeping my story to myself was more heavier than sharing it with others. And that's how Thriving Through the Expected was born. Hi, I'm Latrina. I'm a mom, I'm a caregiver, I'm a nurse practitioner, I'm a wife, and I lived through some of the hardest seasons where I didn't know if I would make it to the other side or not. This book isn't just about my testimony, it's more so a survival guide or like a faith journal or even a love letter to my parents, my moms, my dads, my caregivers, or anyone who feel like if they're walking that path and they just feel so alone. This book is actually for you. I have faced the unthinkable and thought, how do I keep going? Things got rough for a moment, and sometimes it was days where I just woke up and was wondering, will I survive just the next hour? It had gotten that rough. But there was a day I remember so clearly. I was sitting in my living room after a long day of caregiving. My son was resting, and the house was really quiet. And all of a sudden, I heard like this whisper. And the whisper basically said to me, you have equipped others in silence. Now it's time to equip others in public. And I have to be honest, at first, I resisted because I just didn't think I was strong enough to help anybody. I didn't think I was worthy enough to help anybody. I didn't think anybody would want to hear my story. So I gave God like all the reasons why this wouldn't be the right time, how this would be so painful, and how I just felt like I was not qualified to do the job, honestly, if I'm just being transparent. And God told me at that moment, this story is not yours, it's mine. And it's time for somebody else to read it or hear it right now. And at that moment, I became very still and quiet, and I just listened for the next promptings of what God wanted me to do because, in fact, that was the truth. This isn't just my story. It's something that I've gone through, and God gets all the grace, the mercy, the honor, the praise, all the things, because without Him, I know today I would not be the person who I am had it not been for Him. So I just wanted to make that very clear. But the book, it helps people who feels like they're falling apart and they feel like they can't hold on any longer, and maybe thinking like, is this the next day that, or the day that I'm not going to wake up, or can I walk another day in this path? And absolutely you can. You take one step at a time, place one foot forward, and that's all you can do. You can just do the best that you can, and that's all that you have to offer. And guess what? That is okay. Okay. So at the end of each chapter, I basically wrote like a journal, a reflection or prompting where you all can journal your story because your story matters too. I didn't just want it to be about my story. So it's an interactive book, if you will. And I wanted your story to be heard as well. And I just want you to know that God can meet you in the middle of all of it. Nothing is too difficult for Him. Nothing is above Him. He can do all things. And I want you to just trust in Him. Okay? So, yeah, my book releases on October the 1st, which is a couple of weeks away. I am so excited. It took me a long time to get here because going through the trenches all over again almost took me down another path. So during writing this book, I had to actually attend therapy a little bit more often than I had in the past because I had to process all those emotions again because they were so traumatic. So I'm happy to be on the other side where I'm able to celebrate, and I pray that this book meets people where they are and they just read it with an open mind and an open heart and receive all the words on the page. And I hope that you all see yourselves in this book as well. So yes, it debuts on October the 1st. And if this video speaks to you, I just want you to leave some comments below because I do want to hear what you have to say. I read every single comment. It means the world to me that you take the time to even just say anything, whether it helped you, think, just helping you get to the next phase of your life. It really means a lot to me because I wish I had this book when I was going through what I was going through. All right. So in the meantime, between time, I want you to keep thriving, keep rising, and surviving. Okay, Sunflower Circle? You all take care. See you in the next video. Bye.